8,240 pounds of Springdale camping fun on one beautiful sunny day here in Coldwater, Michigan. A really cool one-owner Springdale 311 rear entertainment with dual opposing living slides coming into us here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. They had a good time with it, decided to swap up to a Cougar fifth wheel. And anytime I see someone stay within an RV family like Keystone like that, it always indicates to me that this is probably an instance where they had a really good experience. Now I have the slides open currently, but it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that with the slides closed, you can come inside of the RV. The slide on the super over here on our right, basically, that will come up to almost the kitchen counter. But that does mean that we can walk in here and we can get to the kitchen counter, the cabinetry. We can access the refrigerator, the bathroom, the bedroom, all with the slides closed, which I think is really cool, personally. Because this is a really good destination model, but if you need to pack it up or make a travel stop to get there, it's weirdly travel stop and parked, like, you know, friendly. It's just a weird combination of things that you don't usually find out there. And although they had a really good experience with this, I do believe that they had limited experiences, because this does not look like it was used a whole heck of a lot. There is no significant sign of use really to be found around here. You might have noticed, there's just windows everywhere. There's windows all over this thing. And I especially like this slide setup right here, because down below we've got our dual rocking chair kind of seating. And they're free floating. If you want to swap those out and put something more to your liking in there, it'd be very easy. But you can see that previous owners, again, were not hard on this thing. The armrests are not all wore out. The you know, the seating isn't all smashed down, broken down. There's no scuffs and scars on the sidewalls or anything. Not to mention the fact you've got amazing campsite visibility with all these windows over here, all of which do open for airflow. Similarly, when we spin around over here to the rear wall, our entertainment wall, the focus of the RV, you've got that electric space heating fireplace below. There's a Bluetooth soundbar below that TV, and the TV does pivot around. So if you want to make it face the recliners or face the slide or the kitchen like it's doing right now, you can do whatever you want. And the nice, like, open top shelf space, personally, I think that'd be a neat little kind of snack space on like a football game day. Then again, hopefully we get a chance to start going back to stadiums sooner than later, am I right? Over here, it's a couple's rig, but it does have some handy sleeping for guests. As you see, that is a tri-fold sleeper sofa. So if you are going to have somebody here, you've got all sorts of air mattress space on the floor. You've got the tri-fold sleeper, not to mention you've got the dinette to our right, which we haven't really zeroed in on yet. I also like, nice little touch right here, some 12-volt plugs right in the middle of the super slide. So no matter where you're sitting, you'll be able to do stuff like keep your phones, you know, topped off, charged up. And have you noticed there's just like windows in about 270 degrees worth of viewing on this thing. There's windows just everywhere you look. Now the dinette over here, that is a free floating table, which is very cool. If you want to you know, kind of flip it down for sleeping, you can. You can make it a dining table in front of the sofa, a floating table, almost like a makeshift island, or you could almost use it like an extension of the kitchen over here if you had to. There's storage below the benches as well. And speaking of storage, as we come over here into the kitchen, get a better look at it this way. First of all, that is an interestingly sized 7 cubic foot two-way fridge freezer, which is 17% bigger than most things in this classware. Not to mention storage above and some good pantry space beside. Actually, let's open those up and take a look so you can see inside there. I mean, there's some pretty hefty storage capacity going on right there. Now, Springdale was very uncommon. Like, you see vaulted ceilings all over in the world of laminated trailers, but they were the only conventionally constructed, also known as stick and tin construction in the tongue-in-cheek vernacular, that had a vaulted ceiling. Keystone was actually the originator of the RV vaulted ceiling, so kind of funny how things have a way of sort of evening out, you know. Now, the rest of the kitchen over here, because it is kind of a split kitchen, it's important to pay attention to the whole kitchen together, but it's easy to sort of only look at a little bit of it here and there. But if we crack all this open and take a look, you can see we've got full depth overhead cabinets. You don't have to worry about cabinets being sunken back in relation to the microwave, and all sorts of easy reach plugs as we start working our way down to the lower cabinets, those extension drawers down there. Nice space for a wastebasket. Then as we start wrapping our way around the kitchen, you're going to encounter another kind of utensil drawer, plus like a larger sort of pots and pans drawer, next to just a big open chunk under the kitchen counter. They didn't want to waste anything. And in case you're curious, that black box at the bottom down there, it's actually a central vacuum unit. And where did I see all the components are? I think it was right here. Yeah, right there. And those don't look like they were ever used. Most of the RV doesn't look like it was ever used. Like, mechanically, like all the doors and everything are real buttery smooth. I'm not finding the drawers were overloaded or anything like that. Everything looks pretty good here. Bathroom being travel accessible is nice. It's also nice that it's very privatized. You don't have like 2 entry doors, so there's not 2 doors into the bedroom area if you are sleeping in here. Another thing that's really cool, if you notice, like I'm a tall guy, but that vaulted ceiling plus the location of the skylight in relation to the shower head gives this thing plenty of headroom. And I'm about 6'3"-ish for reference. Not to mention over here, we have ourselves a great linen cabinet space. And instead of just looking at it all closed, let me get in here and give you the third dimension. So, plenty of space in here for towels, toiletries, what have you. And of course, your power vent fan above, although it does look like the previous owners installed one of those vent fan type covers up there. That's something I missed on my first walkthrough, so I'm glad that I peeked at that. Moving up front to the private bedroom area. The bedroom's simple and effective, and this is really where this camper significantly varies itself from something like a 34 RSBS J-Flight that you might find here at Haylett RV. It's a beautiful but big triple slide travel trailer with a full bedroom slide, which is awesome. Huge closet. I love having them here, but it does mean that it weighs and it costs more. So if what you're looking for is just a really big living room, and you're like, I only go in the bedroom to sleep, I just don't need to worry about all that. Like, okay, cool, it's CPAP friendly, that's all I need. There's a spot for a TV over here. This is actually a 50 amp service. You could add a second AC up there if you want. If what you're looking for is the big open destination living room without the big fancy laminated price tag, this one is going to be exactly what you're looking for. Large pass-through compartment up front this is basically the only area of the RV showing any sort of use. The TV inside can actually dismount and remount out here, and Springdale was actually an early adopter of the now very popular friction hinge door, so if it's windy or if somebody throws the door, it does not slam shut. Now, it's very easy to move, but it resists like burst movement. Also, again, a more laminated quality found here at a conventional trailer level, wide stance stability axles. So this RV is very cool, but it is quite long. So a lot of people are gonna say, well, I got a half-ton rated for 10.5 or something like that. This is a longer trailer than most half-tons generally want to be handling. People don't realize how wheelbase and, I don't know, the dutiness, the heavy or light duty of a truck, if that makes any sense. I think it does. Duty. I forget sometimes. Not everyone has my 10-year-old sense of humor. Anyway, longer trailers get pushy behind lighter duty trucks. That's the biggest thing I'm getting at. The wide stance stability axles are a very inexpensive but very effective way to essentially cheat the wheelbase. The only thing outside showing any sort of age is just the propane tank cover, just a little bit faded from the sun, but other than that, you've got your power tongue jack doing a heck of a job over here. This does have an enclosed heated belly with a 30,000 BTU furnace. What that means is good extended season use, not some kind of Four Seasons magic. And right here in front of the tires, we kind of have like a centralized hookup center where our electrical plug is by the slide, but our black tank flush and outside shower are right above the Stinky Slinky hookup station. Now, having been a Springdale dealer in the past, I am very well versed in how this is constructed. 3/8 roof decking with 16-inch on center trusses, which is very similar to something like a Cougar. That means fully walkable. They also have walkable slide boxes. The flooring is what's called Dynaspan. It's the exact same floor decking that Cougar and Montana use on their full-time RVing rated fifth wheels. So heavy-duty construction all the way around. Additionally, Springdale was one of the first brands to start using thinner metallic bands at the top. You might notice how the aluminum bands at the top are like smaller stripes. That is to resist heat expansion and contraction. Additionally, the dark color bands on this RV are 33% thicker to also resist heat expansion and contraction. Now, things like that were often reasons why Springdales were heavier than most other competitors within this class, like J-Flight, Cherokee, Catalina, Wildwood, the stuff you'd find at Haylett RV today. 2 max air covers, 1 over the 3. Bedroom, bathroom, living room. Okay, max air covers all the way around. Very cool. But anyway, my point is, it's not made to be light. It's made to be simple, but super solid, reliable. This is like your infantry soldier. He's gonna dig in that foxhole, get the job done. If you appreciate that, give us a call here at Haylett RV and we'll get you camping. 800-256-5196, where you can give us a call and we do it all. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.